Hi guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going up towards Manchester. I want to go see a realtor twice because there's totally different things on the realtor in the morning compared to the night. I'm going to go record some of Northern's old trains, the sprinters, but I might try and get a couple of their class 323s on camera because we've now found out that they're going about this time next year, so I'm going to try and get a couple of them on camera, and between all that I'm going to try and get a few buses that I need. But I'm struggling actually this intro because it is just gone 4 o'clock in the morning. I've not slept well for the second day running, so I'm just gonna get myself sorted, get in the shower, get dressed. Then I've got to walk as well, about 15-20 minutes of a walk, so I need to get cracking. So yeah, this is going to be long and it's going to be a struggle road for me, but let's get sorted and I'm going to take you with me, guys. Well, just gone 4:30 walking towards the railway station. I am closer to St Helens Junction, but the train that I want doesn't stop there, so I'm having to walk to the station before it, Leigh Green. So I'm doing that now. I couldn't help but smile because as I was getting set up to record this section, a taxi went past going the other way with people who've clearly been out drinking, you know, because obviously it's Saturday morning now, so Friday night people out drinking, you know, they're just going home, and here's me going out to go and see a train. Just makes you feel like I'm off my head, but that's part of the fun. So yeah, let's enjoy the sunrise and let's get over to Leigh Green station so we can make our way into Manchester, which is where we need to go first. And here I am at Leigh Green station at just gone 5 o'clock in the morning. We are waiting for our train, which is just short of 10 minutes away. I am not sure how I'm going to be at the end of this one because I feel tired already. I got what? 4.5 hours sleep? Something in that ballpark. And I won't be home for, you know, from the minute I left the house to get, well, say that, the minute I woke up to the minute I get the house, it's probably in the region of 20 hours. Could get 21 depending on which train home I get, which will depend on if the tour's on time tonight or not. So yeah, curious to see how we're going to get on. So yeah, just waiting on the train. That is due probably about 5 minutes from now, so let's wait for that. What's this coming in the background? TP 185s. So yeah, I've not checked the allocation for my train, but that's what I hope turns up for me. We'll wait and see, but it's probably coming 8:02 knowing my luck. Well, 8:02, 215 to Manchester Victoria will do. I knew it wouldn't be a 185, I don't normally get that lucky. But let's take this into Manchester, let's enjoy the ride, and we'll see you there. Well, I got off the train at Victoria, went to buy my ticket, found out the ticket office wasn't open. Had to buy my bus and train system one from a self-service machine. That's a new one for me. Anyway, I've got it. Waiting on platform 3, train at 0608. Then all of a sudden they put the Blackburn service at 0804 onto this platform. A minute later they changed their minds and it's moved onto the platform again, so everyone's running by like morons. Bit of disorganised movements this morning. And here comes my train coming in, I'm assuming anyway. 769434. I was hoping for something a bit better, but this is just a positioning move to go and see a realtor, so I'm not going to argue too much here. Let's just try and get on this and get a move on. Although this is actually ours because it stopped a bit short. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is even mine because he stopped at a different part of the platform to what they're supposed to. Oh well, we'll work it out. Okay, so 769434 was my train. He stopped right near the top of the platform. They never do that at Victoria, so I thought that was weird. So I was convinced it weren't going to be mine. Anyway, on the Southport train, but we're only going as far as Wigan Walgate. Let's chill here, enjoy it, and then I'm going to have a bit of time in Wigan because I think we're due into Wigan at 10 to 7, but the tour ones is due at 10 past 8. So I've got an hour and 20 minutes when I get into Wigan, so yeah, we'll just take it from there. Well, I have made it to Wigan. Bit early for that road tour, so gonna go find a local shop, grab a drink, probably grab a sweets or something to tick me over for a bit, and then we'll go record that tour. I feel absolutely knackered. All this, and it's not even 7 o'clock yet. I've already walked it from mine to a railway station. Then I've gone from there to Manchester, grabbed food there, and jumped a train to Wigan. It's going to be a long day, but let's go. And here we are on the Wigan North Western platform, waiting for the rail tour. Should be 500 or 100. I forget his fleet number. It's one of them two. That's what should be on this tour this morning. It should have been something else, but it is what it is. The more interesting allocation is tonight, and all being well, I'll be getting that. I just need to be careful because if it's more than, I think, 15 minutes late, I'd struggle to get to Manchester to get my last train home. So it's one of them I need to keep an eye on. But all set up, got my camera to take pictures of and my camera to record. Oh, there's something coming through of interest. Direct rail services 66423 went through. It was nice of them to announce that the approaching train does not stop here after it goes for the station. So if I hadn't have been pointing my camera this way and noticed it caught my eye, I'd have missed that. So yeah, anyway, let's wait for this rail tour and try and get some good footage of it. Well, I'll take that. I knew there was going to be a 50 on there. I couldn't remember the number. Had absolutely no idea about the 37s, and I quite like my 37s. So you had, was it 37 667, and then on the back 37, I think it was 521. That really did add a little bit of more interest onto that. So now I'm going to walk from Wigan North Western to Walgate, and I'm going to record some sprinters for a couple of hours. So let's go and do that. Right, just crossed over the road into Wigan Walgate station. So we're here to record sprinters arriving and departing the station, as we know these are going in the not too distant future. Funny enough, there's a sprinter parked up on this like bay platform as well, so that's what we're looking for. So here it's just Northern Rail that serve this station, and when it comes to sprinters, they have 150s, 156s and 158s that serve this station. So let's get a few on camera, and that's this. Then this is boxed off. I can't speak. I think the lack of sleep is already catching up on me, so this is going to be a struggle day. But anyway, let's roll. All right, and there we go. That is, enough sprinters recorded. So now I'm going on to the bus side of my day. First target that is gettable is Arriva Merseyside, Arriva St Helens, 3213, which is a right Pulsar 2. It is needed for picture, and it is on the 34. So I need to leave Wigan to get a bus to Leigh to go and wait for it. So let's go. Well, we are on the bus now heading to Leigh.
Stop is Wigan Walgate Rail Station. You can change here for National Rail services.
I hate next stop announcements so much, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, we're on the 609 service to Leigh, and we've got Go North West, Wigan, right street light, 3408 taking us there. Possibly done this bus when it was with Diamond, but my task is just to get to Leigh, so this will do. Let's try and enjoy this route. Well, got into Leigh very quickly, photographed that Pulsar I needed. It looked very out of place because all the other buses in the bus station was in B network yellow, and then obviously this is still in its Arriva colours. It felt so weird and so out of place. So yeah, we have that photographed. I was looking on my target list as well, and there's other buses. Well, there's another Pulsar I need, and that's in Wigan again, unfortunately. And to make it even worse, it's not due until 4 o'clock. So not sure what the next move's going to be. But that's part of the fun. So yeah, I'm just walking back to Leigh bus station now, and then we'll see what turns up, guys. So I couldn't say no to this. B network, Go North West Bolton, 3038. On the V1. These were getting withdrawn from this route. This might actually be the only one on here today. Wait a minute. Big speed bump. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, yeah, I just can't let this go. This is probably going to be my last ride of one of these on the V1. So yeah, let's enjoy it. Right, well, since you last saw me, I got off that bus after getting confused because it was on diversion, didn't know where it was going. Walked up to near Piccadilly Gardens and Railway Station, photographing the Metrolink replacements because There's stuff on there you can't normally photograph, so I've done that. I've now walked into Piccadilly railway station because the bus I was originally going to go for stopped tracking. It could have broke down, it could be machine fault, I don't know. So I'm not taking any risks. I've changed my target. There is a D&G bus, fleet number 122, which is a 22 plate, I think it's 22 plate anyway, Alexander Dennis Enviro 300 I think it might be, or it might be a 200. I should know this. That is heading to Altrincham on an 88. So I'm about to get Northern Rail 150, 106 or 107 to Altrincham, and I'm due in there 8 minutes before that's due in, and then it's due out a couple of minutes after that, so you should make it, but it's cutting it fine. Well, I seem to be having a few tight turnarounds at the minute, so I've just had to get off the train, got over the bridge just as the bus that I was targeting with D&G turned up. 122 in Enviro 200. It was an 11 plate. That's now done. Now waiting for a train back into Piccadilly. My next target is over Bury Way with a Diamond. So let's get this into Piccadilly, then a bus to Bury. Well, it's been a while since I was able to update you. Manchester's absolutely packed. I then got on a bus to Farnworth, go northwest, Bolton Depot 2123. I was going to update you on there, but unfortunately I had someone behind me who was playing loud music, and I can't update with that going on, because obviously this video will get deleted from YouTube if I did. So I am now in Farnworth. I've come to Farnworth instead of Bury because I looked at the connection was really tight, about 5 minutes, and there's diversions on the 135 bus route which I'd have needed, and I just worked on, I was going to make the connection. So I've gone for the most safest one and come to Farnworth. So I'm now walking to Farnworth bus station to meet the bus that I was going to get. Diamond bus 20607, which is an Alexander Dennis Enviro 200 MMC. I'll be getting it on it's either 512 or 513. I'll take it all the way through to Bury, just because I don't know that route at all. Happy to be corrected, but I don't think I've ever used the route before, so I'm not going to take any chances. I've got like a 20-30 minute connection even now, so one of those. But yeah, I had 2123 coming here. It could have easily been 2045, because that's what turned up on the 37th first. But I've done that for a ride, and it was actually a picture target for the day. So I stayed in Piccadilly a little bit longer and got its picture. Right, well, we are just coming up to Farnworth bus station, so we're going to sit here and wait for our bus. Well, we got the bus we needed. I got straight off it, straight onto 2005, going northwest, Alexander Dennis Enviro 400 City. We've got this going to Bolton. Hopefully it will be a good drive. Yeah, quite happy with how today's gone. I've been a bit slow updating the vlog. It just feels like I'm just running with tight connections, or people with music on and stuff like that. It's just absolutely madness. But yeah, we're just on our way now to Bolton on the 471.
This is the 471 service.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, let's try and enjoy the ride. Well, I was hoping of getting a train out of here now. I'm at Bolton, but I've just gone down to the station and it says all the trains are delayed or cancelled due to emergency services investigating an incident. So yeah, that plan's not happening anymore. Probably going to get a bus, not sure what bus, not sure where to, but you know, we'll just roll with it. There's no train, that's just simple as that. So yeah, let's go to the bus station and see what's about. What a catch. So we've got Go Northwest Bolton, Mercedes-Benz Citaro 6236 on a 20 to the Trafford Centre on a late. Now, I was not expecting one of these to be on a late, but since the train's up the wall, we've just got to. This is one of the last 62 plates still in service, so it's most likely going to be the last chance I get to ride one. So let's enjoy this and let's get to the Trafford Centre and then make moves from there, guys. I don't even think I want to update this vlog. So when I got off 6236, whatever the Citaro was, you guys would have heard it in a minute ago. Got off that 62 plate at the Trafford Centre, and I was buzzing because there's almost no 62 plates left. I think there's like 4 of them, and they're not going to last much longer. Decided, let's get the 132 to Wigan. Absolute joke. Full of chavs who didn't know how to behave, and standing load. I got the back seat on the left. I thought, oh, I'm going to have a nice quiet one. At one point, there was 5 of us at the back seat. So we had that. Anyway, get to Wigan, and I was like, right, I need to train out of here. Looks like there's multiple incidents going on, so all the trains are cancelled. So I was like, I'm not going to get back to Manchester for my train. So I've jumped the Northern to Huyton, and my train to St Anne's Junction is just approaching me from behind. So now I'm going to get this to St Anne's Junction and then walk home from there. I'm knackered because I was up at 4 o'clock. It is now, I think, about 20 to 12. I can't take much more, guys. But anyway, let's get on this train, let's get out of here. That is definitely enough for me. So I'm just walking home now to call it a night from St Anne's Junction station. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I've had nothing but nightmare. Very, very tight connections. Buses where I least needed them. Oh, honestly. Today has been definitely a mixed bag. I got most of what I wanted to do, well, the important parts done. I did hope to get more buses, but when buses stop tracking, when trains go down, when connections are really, really tight, sometimes not everything works your way. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I just don't have anything left to give anymore. I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this chaos, make sure you have hit that like button. If you're a first time viewer around here, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell so this way be notified of any future videos and live streams, and I'll see you in the next one. Nice one, guys.